You know, I'm sorry. Getting back to that thing, someone said it was another video because I've been reading the comments on YouTube. It's like you were like you drop a mag and it's like why didn't you put it in a dump pouch or something along those lines, and it's like there's like this long discussion on YouTube comments about the mag being dropped on the ground. Like, what if he loses it? Like, who cares? It's a magazine. Like,
We have mill vans full of magazines, thousands and thousands of
right?
magazines. You never pick them up. I picked up that one that night. I took a round in it just for no reason. I would have never done that normally. I don't know why I did it then. I've never done it since then. There's no reason to.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no dump pouch. And I say that respectively because when you do CQB and that dump pouch is empty, it creates a noise signature you can't get back. You put a mag in it, now you're moving around. It's dynamic when you're doing CQB. And now this pouch is swinging around.
Yeah.
It's hitting into doors. It's catching on door handles. I can't tell you how many times I've seen 9-bangers go into them. Like, roll those things up. And it really, I feel like it started with the reconnaissance community when they transitioned over to MARSOC. They were big into dump pouches and just put water bottles in and whatever else, but it was a rangeism. They didn't want to drop the mags on the ground, get them dirty, longevity of the magazine cycles, and blah, blah, blah. I get it. I wouldn't be running around with an open dump pouch. Like, why don't you just put a bunch of loose gravel in it? For what? Like, I don't need to. There's a difference in having a dump pouch that's rolled up for, like, SSE, or you find something on target you need to keep. That's different than running around with just an open dump pouch. Like, where you get in gunfights, you're like, oh, let me just retain this empty magazine that I can't reload until I get back to base. For what? What, they don't have magazines? Yes, they do. For me, it's not worth picking up. It's like the cops in the LA shootout picking up their brass. That makes about as much sense to me as that did. Oh, it's a range, and it's what we do. We just pick up our brass, put it in our pocket. Like, I'm not picking up a magazine off the ground. Why would I do that? If I'm actually in a gunfight and I have to do a magazine reload, I'm damn sure not picking up an empty one off the ground to what, put it in my back pocket?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not running around with extra ammo. What's Jared going to run over with a can of 5.56 and I'm going to start jamming it? It's not a thing.
Yeah.
Or drop that magazine, dude.
I mean, one would assume you got more pressing things to worry about than retrieving a magazine.
Yeah, if we're actually shooting, I've got more important things to do than try to pick this thing off of the ground. Or think I can strip the magazine, dump it in a dump pouch, retrieve a fresh mag, top it in, and keep shooting. Like, drop the thing on the ground, dude. Same thing. Like, I do the same thing with my pistol. Drop the magazine, put a new one in. I'm not picking that magazine off the ground. Just, in my opinion, there's no need to.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to train for some artificiality. And I really don't like it for the noise signature, man. It's loud. It's very, very loud. And I've seen it a lot. I've seen a lot of dudes run around, but I will say that I have never seen anybody that I would classify as a CQB ninja run with a dump pouch. I've seen guys run with SSE pouches that are folded up, but I've never seen just an overt dump pouch with magazines folding around in it. Because they're aware of the noise signature it creates. It takes up time and space, it gets snagged on things.
I think what I would say is if you could expand why it's important to stay quiet and not have that loudness with a magazine pouch. I feel like people don't understand that, hey, something that may, that's loud in a quiet ass room at 2 o'clock at night, right? Like, it resonates.
Yeah, and I don't want to get it taken out of context because a lot of units out there, especially a lot in law enforcement, you have to do knock and announce. So they know where you are. They know you're at the front door, but if you make that entry, they don't know exactly where you are unless they see you. But if I start hut, hut, hut and screaming down the hallway, making a bunch of noise, they hear that noise get louder as it gets closer to them. Now they're just getting prepped. Now they know. They hear in the door. They hear in the room right next door. Now they're trained at the threshold. As soon as the door opens, I'm pumping them up. Like, I don't want that. I want to be surprised. Speed, surprise, violence of action. You shouldn't hear me coming. It should be very shocking. So if I'm quiet, if I'm in control of all the noise I create, I can be that much more tactical. Yeah, I mean, for us, like, the shoes you wear, the Velcro, cutting you look at the Crye Precision pants, the little Velcro straps, we cut those off, we remove the Velcro, we seam them out. Dudes cut off knee pads, because I don't want them. The Arc'teryx pants.
Yep.
Can those. Because they were like Jinkos, they were big,
Those
wide
things are
legs.
loud.
So when you walk, well, now you get 25 guys in a hallway moving. It's loud, dude. It's like, what do? You change your gait, you open up your legs, just not make that noise. Now you change the variable. Now your footing's different, your whole position's different. I've got pants in there that ripped all the knee pads off of. We tapered them so they're almost like, not like a skinny jean, but almost like the Prism jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're tapered so I don't have this nasty rubbing back and forth.
Yeah.
That's really why you do it.